This is the Emergency Medical Minute, sponsored by Mile High Ambulance.
Hey EMM, we are excited to announce that we are now accepting applications for our second annual Diversity and Inclusion Award. The award is eligible to fourth-year med students identifying as underrepresented in medicine and are applying to EM residencies. We are extending 3 $200 awards to selected individuals following a blinded review of all applications. Applications will be accepted through the end of November, with winners being announced mid-December. Check out our website at www.emergencymedicalminute.org/EDI-award for all the details and to access the free application, or you can click on the link in our show notes. Thank you.
All right, so just a quick medical minute on something that I think is super applicable to our nurses and techs, and that's just the flow rates of peripheral IVs. So just thinking of like the three big ones that we use, 20s, 18s, and 16s. Thinking of like a 20 gauge, does anyone know off the top of their head the flow rate through it? It's about 60 cc's a minute. Now, if we go up to an 18, it's going to be 105. And then to a 16, it's going to be 220. So the difference between a 16 and 18 is more than double, right? So you go from 105 to 220, which is pretty substantial. So when thinking about the amount of fluids that a patient might need to get, the gauge of the IV is like hugely consequential. Does anyone know the different gauges in a triple lumen catheter that we use? We do a central line. So obviously triple lumen is 3 different gauges. So there's 2 18s and 1 16. But obviously those are so much longer than just your short peripheral IVs. So the flow rate through the 18 portion of a triple lumen is 55 cc's a minute. And then, I think it's 26 actually. And then the 16 is about 55. So dramatically worse than just a peripheral IV. Now a Cordis is going to be about 150, but when you pressure bag it, you get 330. So, and 1 unit of blood is like 350 cc's. So you pressure bag through a Cordis, you can get 1 unit of blood in like a minute. So just keep in mind the gauges of our peripheral IVs and how it all ultimately relates to flow rates that we're trying to, deliver our medications. So that's all.
We'd like to thank our sponsor, Health One Continental Division, and Swedish Medical Center for their financial contributions to the EMM. Donations from them and listeners like you make it possible for us to fulfill our mission of producing and spreading free medical education to the masses. If you enjoy our show, please consider making a one-time or recurring donation to help cover our operational costs and keep the EMM awesome. Click on the link in our show notes to make a donation. Thank you for listening.